Good morning, folks. And here we have a repost by Neil Druckmann on a series of analogies about video games, which I think are pretty fun to do. It's fun to do analogies of media. So you could say, well, this is like that, only with more of this or that. Pretty innocent, pretty fun. But when the subject matter is serious, Neil Druckmann doesn't like that. So here he says, with all due respect, I find these kind of ironic jokes to be unproductive at best. Yeah, they're jokes, Neil. They're not supposed to be productive. They're jokes. We can do better with critical discourse, especially by those of us with thousands of followers, and especially about sensitive subject matter. So here's the original. I guess it was from Jeff Kanata, but it's a series of posts therein. One of the all-time bad gaming takes. Print this out and bronze it. In a medium where everything is John Wick, The Last of Us Part 2 is Schindler's List. And just like that film, there are times when I wasn't sure I could keep going. Yeah, there are some bleak World War II stories out there in movies that people don't like watching or reading about because they're just like, ugh. I think Schindler's List does have some moments of levity or light at the end of the tunnel. But yeah, it's supposed to be a tear-jerking, depressing sort of movie. So here come the analogies. Truly, Ikaruga is the Elie Wiesel's Knight of Shmups. So Elie Wiesel was an author who lived through concentration camps in Auschwitz. So that was kind of like his own claim to fame. I don't know how groundbreaking it was at the time, but yeah, pretty sad take. Wii Sports Resort is the Sophie's Choice of sports games. So Sophie's Choice, little different story. You might have seen the movie, but it has a bunch of people living together in Brooklyn, and there's one person with a few controversial issues on the take of the concentration camps. So a little more closer to the representation of Schindler's List. You're talking about bleak stories, and it's just this downer. He's like, ugh. So I don't know how Wii Sports Resort is compared to Sophie's Choice. It's a bit fun. Maybe there's the idea of exercising is painful, and that's the whole point of those games. To Wii Sports is to get you to exercise and feel better, but it's so stressful because you're exercising. And then we have Jason Schreier, who is, to me, one of the better, if not the best, games journalists we've got in recent history. See, Bioshock's audio logs are a lot like the Diary of Anne Frank, and he went on for 37 tweets. So Jason's just having a fun time, I guess. I don't know what he was getting at there, but that's kind of fun. Obviously, a games journalist might have some jokes about video games. Who knew? So obviously, Neil doesn't like this, but Jason, being the cool guy he is, he's like, hey, Neil, this is weirdly personal. Still not sure why you feel the need to go after me multiple times for expressing that I felt an analogy was tacky. I sure hope it's not related to my recent reporting on your studio. Be well and best of luck on the launch. He's like, oh man, this is getting still personal here, buddy. Let's just chill out. So even he knows we need some levity here. Let's not take things seriously. Look, here's all these other people responding because they're like, okay, Neil, what are you doing? Look, Neil, I get you. I have my own fetishes as well, but I won't overlook the abuse thousands of employees and waste millions of dollars and tarnish a reputable brand to indulge in those fetishes and then try to sell them and pretend they're a deep and profound game. My game is sitting at 95 Metacritic, but I'm going to take time out of my day to whine about some bad tweets about my game. It's just, that's pretty much what happened. Golf Club Boy. Oh, Golf Club, a Joel in one. 100% chance of killing downed enemies. Oh. What a fitting card. Neil, is it a coincidence that you included a writer who literally helped blow the whistle on your company's abusive labor practices, or the sentence just stops? Oh, boy. Don't you have an emotionally scarring scene where people have to violently kill animals to work on or something? Nothing but the greatest of disrespect for Naughty Dog's workplace conditions. And we love you, Neil. Thank you for your hard work. This one's great. This is kind of the general opinion on zombie stories. Maybe we're the real monsters. The entire zombie genre. It's like, yes, thank you. Get better material. And then we look at his cue cards. Killing off beloved characters for no reason but shock value. Yep, never seen that before. The entire zombie genre, or done poorly in the zombie genre. 20 plus hours of misery porn. Yeah. There you go. Bravo, Neil. You really revolutionized the genre there. All the reviews I've seen are, this game isn't fun to play. In fact, it's quite an exhausting experience, and I had to keep putting it down 10 out of 10. Yeah, exactly. People have been saying on my videos that, oh, well, why didn't you read any of the good reviews? The perfect reviews. I did. And they all say pretty much the same thing. It's exhausting. It's tone deaf. It's just murder simulator. Funny you'd say that about a man that is exposed time and time again to the crunch culture of Naughty Dog. Oh, jeez. Neil, I will write jokes for your next dog murder game, but I won't do crunch. Sorry. If you think even jokes have to be productive, I can easily guess why your employees are overworked. Oh, that was just, ooh. Oh, yeah, in case you guys don't know, Persona 4 Golden is now on the PC. So, guess what we're going to be playing this year? Amongst other games, but this was always a treat. Anywho, this has been a fun little romp, but thanks for listening, guys, and try to take it easy. Don't get too serious all day. Have a great one.